Hey guys, and welcome back to Isla Rose Tarot. So guys, I had already made a couple of these videos. I had just started playing around with my new tablet that I had got because I was using it for content creation. And it kind of got a little out of hand because my videos started being more than apparently 90 minutes, which the editing software that I'm using won't allow me to upload. So I am going to be redoing these over again, and I'm sorry. Even now, it's been a little bit difficult because I had these prepared already beforehand. I've just been working on other content and also with the Etsy store, so just please be patient with me. I just left a wake/funeral type arrangement a couple hours ago. Still a little drained, but hopefully the messages are still going to resonate the same way. Okay. But starting off the reading, this is going to be on how to find and integrate with your shadow work. This is you're going to be your first pile, which is opal. You have your second pile, which is selenite, and then you're going to have your third pile, which is prehnite. Okay. And just give me a moment. When you guys are ready, you can click in the timestamps below, but just remember, take a quick breath and focus on the crystals. And yes, I'll be right back. Give me a moment. Alright guys, so let's get into it, and welcome pile 1. You guys know that I like to give a little bit of information on the crystals before I pull for them. So first off, we're going to start off by saying that opal is a all-around chakra stone. It's connected to all the chakras. And besides it being connected to all the chakras, it specifically resonates with the upper chakras. It is also a mood stabilizer, an empathic tool. It helps you with basically clearing out emotional confusion, emotional discharge in a sense, and kind of like overwhelming energies. Besides that, I want to say also it has to do with good and bad fortune. So good karma and bad karma, and how we release that. It has to do with love connections and sex as well, sexual expression, or tantric practices. And also I feel like if you guys are picking this pile, I feel like it's going to be due to a sense of perception and expression. I feel like you guys are not going to be able to express yourselves the way that you want to, and I feel like that's going to be your shadow work. Your expression is not being heard, or your expression is not being seen, or it just doesn't have enough will or strength in what you're trying to do at the moment. Okay. Okay, let's see what we have here. Recognition and reward. Okay. Power. Okay. So I already feel like you guys are going to, yes, love begins. Okay. So this is a different read from what I got earlier. But I feel like this is, once again, talking about your expression and how you guys were bringing so much light into the world. And yeah, here we go with this 3 and the power card. And moving on. So once again, guys, I feel like you guys had issues in the past, and this is where your shadow work comes from, with your point of expression. I feel like you guys are creative people, or you are tried to create a lot of harmonious situations, and I feel like it could have been shut down, or it could have been neglected, or it could have been like refused or rejected. And I feel like you guys are trying to resonate with the light that you are trying to emanate right now. You're trying to express yourself, or you're trying to relocate your identity. You guys have the recognition and reward card with the hope card. And right now I want to say that this is going to be about when you find your uniqueness, or when you find your light, so to say, like, because you see, like, this is kind of like you holding bounds and bounds of light in one hand. So I feel like this is you guys finding your self-expression and finding your connection to yourself. In the bottom of the deck, you have foundations and achievements and emotional withdrawal. So I feel like this is basically about the right way of how to express your emotions, how to go about channeling them in the right way. Because I feel like you guys have a lot of raw potential or raw emotion going on. When you have this power card with the 8, it talks about strength in a sense, but you also have half man, half beast. So I feel like this is an imbalance because you are able to create nurturing relationships and you're able to create nurturing connections, but this is not lining up the right way at the moment. Reason being is because there is a creative block, like there's a creative block blocking you, and creativity would be expression as well. So I feel like you guys have not been comfortable with expressing your authentic self or your true self. What else do I see here? With the love begins and the moving on, I feel like you guys kind of have been deterring and refusing suitors or opportunities when it comes to basically starting new things. And the reason why was because maybe you thought that you weren't enough because of the expression issues, okay? But we're going to dig a little bit deeper, and let me just pull some tarot really quick from the Hermetic Tarot. Hold on. Okay, let's see what we got here. You have 8 of Swords. So quick coming through right now with the feelings of loss. Okay, so yeah, this is indecision, but the indecision is coming from the point of you trying to begin or to stay in the past. Okay, from what I'm seeing at this moment, right? With this 8 of Swords, it talks about the Lord of Shortened Force. So I feel like this is a moment of you realizing your capacity or your connection, right? Your link, your emotional connection to yourself. And I feel like that could be maybe feeling a bit trapped within your own emotions or your own domain, right? It could be also in your head too because it's the swords. So I feel like you're not giving yourself, you're not cutting yourself any credit. You have the foolish man, which is the fool, and it's the spirit of ether. So you have new beginnings coming, and you also have the ability to start new things, and kind of like, you know, like how they say caution to the wind. That is what the fool card is about. So I feel like you guys are starting new things. You're starting to realize the strength that you have, the power and the fertility that you can create with your power of expression. And then once again, this is all about your creative, spiritual, mental, and physical expression. Physical expression could be like working out. Mental expression could be like doing word puzzles or like talking to a therapist. The other kinds of are spiritual or emotional, which is you identifying or coming to realization or acknowledgement of the things that you feel that you have left unexpressed or you've left unverbalized, I guess. And you also have the Two of Swords here as well, which talks about the picking and choosing, the indecision of making an action or the lack thereof knowledge to make an action. So I feel like this is kind of like asking or telling you what kind of situation that you want to have, because it could just mean like you have a lot of opportunities that you could be afraid of or that you could be in, like a little bit thrown off of and how to engage. But this is something different. This is something totally different that you haven't experienced yet, and you're not going to experience it if you don't take the chance, because this is also the Fool energy, right? So the Fool talks about the new adventure, the new story, or the new path that you're taking. So that could be something different for you guys, and that could be also through your expression. So once again, this is also about psychic receptivity as well. So I'm gonna pull 2 more from the bottom to show like your origin energies, okay? And you have Queen of Cups in the bottom, and what is this? 5 of Wands in the bottom as well. So yeah, I feel like you guys have kind of been changing, or you guys have been shamed for expressing yourself or the individuality that you have expressed within the community or within your environment. But I feel like this is also a moment of you to reflect and to look at how deep and how in tune you finally are going to become with yourself, because you're going to finally learn how to integrate I wouldn't say it's called ego because this would not be ego. This wouldn't be considered ego because this is more like you're restoring your ego or ego restoration. This is kind of like a physical retreat in a sense. Basically, like finding a new outlet, finding some outlets to help you with gaining more confidence in yourself, and basically finding more of your true node, your true node or north, excuse me. And moving forward with that is just a lot of with this spiritual spirit of ether and the Queen of Cups. This is a lot of deep spiritual and mental and emotional turmoil going on. So once again, just find some peace and balance between those two. And also get out of your head and more into your heart. Understand the feelings that are emanating right now with your heart and what your heart is telling you, because at this moment this is going to be transformation in a very deep way. Okay, guys? Also, if I remember correctly, this is a timeless reading, by the way, so you can watch this at any time and it should still resonate. But also, at the moment, we have Pluto in retrograde right now, which basically talks about transformation, death, all types of shifting and transmutation and things of that nature. But guys, thank you so much, and I'm going to leave the reading off with this. And once again, let's look into the shadow work and cap it really quick. You guys are finding your self-expression, which is your identity as well. And that is going to be your integration process, is finding and accepting yourself and expressing yourself, okay? And thank you, group number 1. And if you guys did like this message, don't be afraid to like, share, and subscribe because it helps out like you don't believe. But good night, guys, and have a good night. Alright, guys, welcome back to Isle of Rose Tarot. And if you guys chose group number 2, you chose this lovely selenite piece. And I really like how selenite looks, even though it's extremely fragile. Any liquid like water and things of that nature that touch it, it starts to break down. I wouldn't say immediately, but within, I want to say, a couple of minutes, or within a couple of like 30 minutes, it'll start to deteriorate. But one thing that I would like to mention about selenite, if you guys picked it, it is a liquid light stone. This is also, this group is going to be about, well, it's not this group, but this reading is also about shadow work rites, and like what is your shadow work and how can you integrate it for yourself, right? So I feel like selenite, being the liquid light stone, this is a stone for you guys that have picked this. This is a stone for healers or guides in this sense, right? So you picking selenite means that you guys are extremely in tune to your environment, extremely connected to your environment. You guys kind of can represent the light or the intuition or the wise mother or father to people. I can also say these are strong water energies as well. Even though this is an air stone, I believe, as well, because it has to deal a lot with your intuition. And this also works with clearing out all of your chakras, aligning all of your chakras, connecting you to the divine mind, your higher self. What else can I say about this? It charges you, it cleanses you at the same time. It doesn't really need to be cleaned. From time to time, I would sage mine. But yeah, it's really, I wouldn't say really interconnected with other divine sources. So I feel like you are kind of like, you guys are teachers, healers, guides, empaths, because we're all healers in a sense, but you know, not well, everyone can be an empath, but not everyone is an empath, so yeah. Just give me a moment, I'm going to shuffle the cards and get some answers for us. Ooh, okay. So we got a lot that just fell out for you guys. Hold on. We're gonna redo those really quick because that was like, whoa. Like a whole bunch just fell out. Can I get some messages, some clarity for group number 2 as to what their shadow work rites are? How they can integrate with their shadow work? What just felt? Intuition. So yeah, like I just said, this is all about psychic reception as well. And harmony. This is your interconnectedness, like I was just talking about. Give me 1 second so I could focus these for you. I know the light is a little bit distracting. And then you have the heart chakra as well. So this is definitely some healing energy of the healers. You guys are very, very, very kind souls. Let's see, standing your ground, overcoming obstacles, and conflict and defeat. So this is similar to the original reading I had gave for you guys. And you got, yeah, this is similar. So this message needed to come out again. Let's get into it. So let's start off with these two, the intuition and the stand your ground. Okay, so when you look at the intuition card, we just talked about how liquid light from the selenite, it kind of is like a high psychic retention or a high psychic antenna, and it makes kind of like everything more confusing because, you know, some people that aren't aware of the psychic receptivity, like with the empathy and everything, they could be feeling things that don't belong to them, or thoughts and desires and depressions and things like that. But it's talking about standing your ground, so I feel like this is a moment of you guys learning what belongs to you and what doesn't belong to you. Okay, I feel like you guys are really like hypersensitive. If you pick this group, the reason why I say hypersensitive is because your intuition and stand your ground, it kind of looks like, yes, the sun is there for the guy that's in the stand your ground card, but I also feel like this is an overwhelming, like this is a force that you are kind of like getting hit with, and you're like, oh my god, like this is a lot. So I feel like you guys could also be prone to headaches and things of that nature too. And you guys are, this is an obstacle. I feel like this is part of your karmic path because you have obstacles and challenges with the harmony card. So I feel like this is you learning how to become more humble, or not even, I wouldn't even say humble, because this is more so about you healing yourself or restoring yourself. Because if you don't restore yourself, you could be missing out on opportunities, or people could be missing out on opportunities, because you have a very good heart, you have a very open heart, you have a very harmonious heart, and the fact that you guys are going through this right now, it means that you went through a very difficult time with your heart, which could mean relationships, it could mean platonic relationships like friendships, family issues, just anything that has to do with a relationship and connected to your heart chakra, because you have conflict and defeat sitting on top of your heart chakra. And if you look at the card for the conflict and defeat, there are people trying to achieve what you have already by entering that light, like going up on that light, on that pedestal, and trying to reach the other level of fame that you guys have reached. And it's not really happening right now at the moment for them, but you're kind of tired and you're like, I want to like put this up. I want to be done with this for now. I want to move forward. You guys are kind of like, I'm tired of this like constant cycle, kind of, because with this obstacle and challenges and the harmony, I feel like you guys went through a lot of relationships or friendships that just kind of fell apart. And it was because of the intuition that you had. You had such strong intuition. But now it's time for you to start learning how to trust your heart again. And you have for the bottom of the deck the waiting game and the truth. Okay. And these are talking about basically taking the time out for you to heal yourself so that you can move on to the next level, because the truth is basically I think this is representing the Justice card, except you are in one of the scales, and in order for you to gain the next level, you need to go forward to that space, to that truth, that divine truth, which is your shadow work. Okay, I'm gonna pull some tarot for you guys to finish off this reading for some more advice, because this is really interesting. I feel like you guys are the collective guide. That is your shadow work that you are working on at the moment. Give me 1 second. Okay, first off, we have King of Wands. What else do we have coming through? What other messages do we have coming through? Okay. We have Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so we have a King and Queen here. Oh, and then we have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. So, once again, guys, I want to start off by saying, and bottom of the deck, you have Eight of Wands and Ace of Wands. So, guys, it's kind of weird, because I did this video earlier. I had mentioned it in the beginning of the video. I did this earlier, with you guys. I basically recorded the video and it ended up being more than like an hour long, and my software was just like, oh, we can't you know, upload and edit this because it's too long, like the file's too big. And I'm just like, okay, fine, I'll just redo it, and I hope the messages resonate. And guess what, they do. But I feel like these are even like more focused or more clear, because this is basically saying, again, you guys are learning to conquer some new type of energy that's entering your life, or that you're awakening to. The reason why I say that is because if you look at this Knight of Wands, he has this like sundial around his head, which is kind of like you raising of your consciousness, and he looks like he's ready to conquer the world, and he's ready to go out and with his chariot. This also says the Prince of the Chariot of Fire. So this is you going on your conquest. So you basically conquesting and going to rule the emotional world in a sense, because you also have Queen of Pentacles here, and she's all about magnetism as well. So this is going to teach you about raising your consciousness, how to, like how we just said with the Selenite, brings higher consciousness to your divine mind, reaching that level of consciousness, once again, reaching that level of spirit, I guess you want to say. And you have Queen of Pentacles on top of the obstacles and harmony here. So besides you learning how to, you know, reconnect with your inner light or your inner divine self, like reconnecting to your spirit side, I also can see that you guys are basically trying to manifest a solid foundation with a relationship, some type of relationship, whether it be friendship, family, friends. And I feel like this is kind of like you are manifesting a new road or a new trial. Basically, you are manifesting a new or magnetizing a new relationship. And this is brand new, I feel like. This is something, maybe this is a relationship that you've never tried, but this is something that you are trying now. And you also have the Lord of Successes, of perfected success, with the Ten of Cups, which is basically talking about wish fulfillment. So I feel like once you guys move into this state of realignment, you also have Fortitude here. Wow. Seven of Swords. And Queen of Swords. So yes, I feel like you guys are finally reconnecting with your guides or your spirit side. And I feel like you guys are finally going to become the collective guide that you're really seeking to be, and really seeking to move forward and be in this life. But also with this Fortitude card, she has the North Node, which is here in the North Node and the True Node, which is basically talking about your life path. This is also, I believe, the Strength card as well, which is healing, your ability to take in energy and restore yourself, And then you also have Seven of Swords here, which is the moon in Aquarius, which is talking about learning to detach more and feel less and analyze more, okay? So you guys are learning to stabilize your heart chakra and how to maneuver it in the healthy way, how to bring mind and body and spirit into one. And I also feel like you guys, because you've been through so much, you are finally becoming this Queen of Swords, which she is holding this head, she beheaded this being or whatever. And this is your higher self, your divine self, speaking to you, your current self, your present self, in order to remove the toxic things in the connections, the relationships, all those things, in order for you to come out of this fog, okay? But we're going to leave this off like this. And also to end it off, your very last card at the bottom of the deck was the Ace of Wands, which is the Lord of the root of the power of fire, which is also creation, new actions, doing new things, new adventures, new experiences coming. So basically, I feel like you guys are starting a new chapter in your life. And in order for you to successfully do that, you're going to have to take a risk that seems risky to you, even though it's not a risk. It seems risky to you, and that's how it's going to come in the guise as, but you need to feel comfortable and confident in yourself, okay? Because you're going to get there. But guys, thank you so much, and if you did like these messages, please don't be afraid to like, share, and subscribe, because it helps out like you don't believe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Alright guys, and welcome back, pile 3 to I Love Rose. I just want to say, because I've said it in the last two piles, guys, there was a incident when I was recording these videos. I had finished them already, and basically they're an hour long, and I'm not allowed to upload it with the software that I was having. So I was just like, okay, I have to redo these videos now. But I hope that the reading is still the same, and so far they have resonated the same as the other piles. So hopefully it will do the same for you guys. But look at this Prehnite here. Isn't she beautiful? Sorry about the lighting. I'm gonna work on that. Let me see if I can... I don't know if that helps. We haven't had the cards out yet. But Prehnite is good for your memory retention. It's good for remembering your astral experiences, so your dreams. It's a good memory tool as well, so it's very good for memory as well. This is a PTSD treatment stone, which means that most of the people who picked this pile have been through something that was very scarring, which is kind of like the root of shadow work, which is why I wanted to put it in this reading. It helps you because it is a stone of healers. So basically, everyone that works with crystals can be a crystal healer, but this is a crystal that heals a crystal healer, while a crystal healer heals other people. Okay? So this is a moment I feel like you guys could be of other types of healers like empaths and earth angels and of that other sort. But this is, I feel like, strongly connecting to soul retrieval. Basically restoring the fractured pieces of the soul that were missing over the times that you were traumatized from when you were a child to now. Okay. I also feel like this is a stone to help you learn to conquer your subconscious and bring things from the conscious to the forefront, like bringing your manifestations, like consistency with the manifestation, or the idea of it, like, you know, keeping the building blocks, let's say, like working on your building blocks. So let me just start off by getting the cards ready here for you, okay? I'm gonna shuffle. Can I get some messages for pile 3 for this Prehnite? Also, there was something else that I wanted to mention about Prehnite, but it'll come back to me. Oh, it assists with spiritual growth. So this is a stone that is going to help you along your spiritual journeys. It's going to help you with maintaining your mid-area chakras, so like your heart chakra, your higher heart, your sacral and solar plexus. Okay, can I get some messages for Prehnite, please? So yeah, here we go. Communication. with love. These could be your relationships, the communication, moving on, right? So yeah, PTSD, memoirs of love with the throat chakra. These are situations that you're trying to get over. Mental conflict as well. PTSD with the love begins. You guys are having post-traumatic issues. Well, I'm not gonna say issues because I have PTSD at moments myself. But you also have material harvest. So you guys are trying to move forward and to create a better circumstance or situation for yourself. You also have at the bottom of the deck positive movement forward, which is basically saying like it's going to happen for you. And then you also have power here, which is talking about the man and the wolf. I said the wolf, the lion, which is basically talking about you coming to terms and mastering your personal power in a sense. So learning what manifestation is, learning alignment, integration, and this reading is all about finding your shadow work. And your shadow work is kind of like your fear or your it's not really fear either. Let's say the coldness, the way that you communicate with others, like it in the language of your heart isn't, or your communication is just not on par with what it used to be. And this is why I was talking to you guys about soul retrieval, because this is not something that was a part of you. This is something that ended up becoming a part, mental conflict. So this is a moment. I'm gonna shuffle and get some more clarity, but this is a moment of you reflecting. I feel like this has to do with your relationships. This has to do with your heart, because it talks about memories of love, and we just talked about how Prehnite is a memory stone. It's good for memory. It reminds you and brings you back to the space within your subconscious and allows you to dive deep, so to speak. Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, you guys are really, this is about spiritual advancement as well. Like things are a go for you. The Princess of Pentacles. So you guys are basically in indecision. You guys are working on trying to manifest big. You guys are about to gain big momentum. You guys, with also the Wheel of Fortune, it talks about the Lord of the forces of life. So this is talking about the Wheel of Life, the Wheel of Fortune. So reverse or upright, it just tells you like things are going to make a turn for the better or for the worse. But for it to be upright, it's telling you that it's going to be a turn for the better. You also have Princess of Pentacles upright, which talks about the material world around you, and also the mentality that you could have within yourself, because she is also guarded. She's protecting herself in her space. So I feel like this could be you trying to step out of your boundaries or step out of the mindset, or this could also be about you trying to erase those memories that kind of like brought you to the space in the first place. And you're getting into this, you're getting an opportunity to do so. At the bottom of the deck, you have Five of Wands, which this also talks about conflict with others. And you also have Four of Cups, so you feel like this is like this came from this could be like from friends. I feel like these could be friends that tried to bring you down or tried to like put a different image on you, project a different image. And I feel like you kind of were aware of it, because it talks about basically Cancer, Moon and Cancer energy, which is like deep connected to the family, community, and things like that. And then you also have Five of Wands, which is Leo and Saturn energy here as well in the North Node. So I feel like these are deep connections that you once had, and it kind of was like these people devalued you, or these people chose not to hear the words that you shared or spoke. You also have the Two of Swords here, which talks about the indecision that you go through within the life, okay? With the situation, you have the Foolish Man, so starting new. You guys, in order for you to do the shadow work that you need to do, and you have the Emperor, wow, okay. You guys in the Five of Pentacles, so Five of Wands and Five of Pentacles, you guys are deeply trying to maneuver difficult situations. Like, it doesn't matter what kind of obstacle you guys have in front of you, you kind of just feel like you're failing at it, or you guys just feel like it's not going to happen or you're not going to get through it. But I think you need to look at it from a different perspective, because you've been able to do so much. You guys have been so strong throughout your journey that the universe is literally like, we're trying to give you a fresh beginning, a brand new beginning. We need you to open up to it and be open to receiving. But in order for you to open and receive, you need to be able to maintain your emotions, your fury, your pain, because there is a lot of emotion coming out of here with the Princess of Pentacles and the Emperor. This is basically kind of, I'm not going to say an imbalance, but this is kind of like a, it's a volcano, like ready to erupt, but you need to learn how to become a tempered volcano and how to release the energy when you need to and when you don't need to, okay? I honestly feel like I want to pull one more, because this is literally, you guys need to learn about the value that you have for yourself and what you can bring to the table, because you guys have the Emperor here, which is like a king, and the Fool is here as well, and Fortitude. So yeah, you guys have some very deep, have very deep experiences. You guys have a story to share with the world. Like, this can impact the masses or the collective. What the hell? Sorry, my hair spray bottle just like fell for some reason. Okay, anyways, what you call it? Where was I? So yeah, you guys have a lot of things that you want to share and bring to the table for people. Like, people need to hear your story. It can impact the collective. And you also have Ten of Pentacles at the bottom with Eight of Swords, which talks about the passion that you're going to finally achieve. You're the success you're going to achieve, the passion that you're going to have for what you need to do, okay? And guys, I'm going to leave your reading off with this. Your shadow work and your integration process is soul retrieval. And you need to bring the soul back to its 100% form. The fragment form that you are in right now is not going to do for what you need in the life and or in your future right now, okay? But if you guys like these messages, please don't be afraid to like, share, and subscribe, because it helps out like you don't believe. And I will catch you guys in the next one, and thank you for being so understanding. All right, goodbye guys, good night.